Welcome back to our channel US Coin 69, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable US coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin. This coin not only captures the essence of its era but also holds remarkable value, making it a must-know for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. When you think about the Eisenhower $1 coin, what often comes to mind is the figure of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States. The coin was issued to honor his legacy and commemorate the successful Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. It's not just a piece of currency, but a tribute to an era marked by significant moments in history, from the space race to the social and cultural shifts of the time. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. Produced by the U.S. Mint, the Eisenhower dollar was first released in 1971. It's a large, copper-nickel coin that stands out not just for its size, but for its design. The obverse, or front of the coin, features a striking portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, while the reverse displays a fascinating image of an eagle landing on the moon, with a design that was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. This connection to space exploration gives the coin a unique place in U.S. history. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar was minted in two different versions, one with a copper-nickel composition and another with a special 40% silver content. The silver version was produced in limited quantities, making it especially desirable for collectors. Most of the coins that were minted in 1971, however, were the standard copper-nickel version, and these are the ones you'll typically find in circulation. Despite their abundance, these coins are not always as valuable as the silver versions. One key factor to consider when assessing the value of any coin is its condition. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those that show wear and tear. For example, a 1971 Eisenhower dollar that is in pristine condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or any other signs of wear, can command a higher price. Collectors are always on the lookout for these high-quality pieces, as they represent a link to the past in perfect condition, but the real intrigue lies in the rarer varieties of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. For example, there were some coins struck with a special Type II reverse, where the details of the eagle and the moon are more refined than those on the standard Type I coins. These subtle differences can make a huge difference in the coin's value. The Type II version, along with certain proof coins, is much rarer, and that rarity drives up demand among collectors. While the majority of 1971 Eisenhower dollars may not have a price tag that will make your jaw drop, there is one coin in particular that has captured the attention of collectors and investors. A 1971 Eisenhower dollar, specifically one in flawless condition with the rare Type II reverse and containing 40% silver, has been known to sell for an astounding price. This particular coin has been sought after by collectors around the world, and it's no surprise that it has fetched a remarkable value at auction. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is this coin worth? In recent years, one of these rare 1971 Eisenhower dollars sold for a staggering $125,000. That's $125,000. This incredible price demonstrates just how much some of these coins can appreciate over time, particularly when they're in outstanding condition and possess that unique rarity. So, if you're a collector, or even just someone who's curious about coins, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is certainly one to keep an eye on. Whether you're looking for a piece of American history, a valuable asset, or just an interesting coin to add to your collection, this dollar offers a lot more than meets the EYE.IN conclusion. While the 1971 Eisenhower dollar may seem like a simple, everyday coin to some, it holds incredible historical significance and can be worth a small fortune in the right condition. From its connection to the Apollo 11 mission to the rare variations that make certain pieces extremely valuable, the Eisenhower dollar is a fascinating part of American numismatics. Whether you're just starting out as a collector or you're a seasoned numismatist, this coin deserves a place in your collection, or at least on your radar. Top 2. We're going to explore the 1972 Eisenhower dollar in detail, from its design and history to its surprising value, and what makes certain versions of it so highly sought after by collectors. Let's begin by understanding why this coin was minted in the first place. The Eisenhower $1 coin was introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who led the country during some of the most critical moments of the 20th century. Eisenhower was not only a World War II hero but also played a key role in shaping post-war America and guiding the nation through the early years of the Cold War. The coin's release was part of a broader effort to introduce new designs and bring a fresh look to American currency. Additionally, the coin was also a tribute to the Apollo 11 mission, which marked the first time humans landed on the moon in 1969. The connection to the moon landing made the Eisenhower dollar even more significant, as it symbolized the nation's achievements in space exploration. Now, let's dive into the specifics of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar. The coin is known for its large size, which makes it stand out from other coins in circulation. The front, or obverse, features a portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by the renowned sculptor Frank Gasparo. The reverse of the coin, however, is where things get truly interesting. The design features an eagle landing on the moon, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. This was a powerful symbol of American pride and achievement during a time when space exploration was at the forefront of national consciousness. In 1972, the U.S. Mint produced Eisenhower dollars in both copper-nickel and 40% silver versions, with the silver versions being minted in limited quantities. The silver coins are naturally rarer and more valuable, which is why they attract collectors and investors who are looking for coins that will appreciate in value over time. The copper-nickel coins, while still interesting and collectible, are much more common and don't carry the same premium price tag as their silver counterparts. One thing that makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar particularly fascinating is the subtle differences in its design. In fact, there are two distinct versions of the coin that collectors often refer to as Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 1 coin, which was produced in larger quantities, features a more pronounced design of the moon and the eagle. The Type 2 coin, on the other hand, has a more refined reverse with sharper details on the eagle and the moon. These differences, though subtle, can make a huge impact on the value of the coin. The Type 2 version is much rarer and more highly prized by collectors, especially when it's found in excellent condition. The condition of the coin is also a crucial factor when determining its value. Coins that are in mint state or have been preserved in pristine condition can fetch significantly higher prices than those that show signs of wear. For example, a 1972 Eisenhower dollar that has remained uncirculated and free from scratches, discoloration, or other imperfections is far more valuable than a coin that has been used extensively in daily transactions. When it comes to high-value coins, condition truly is king. But what about the rarest and most valuable examples of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar? While most of these coins might not carry a jaw-dropping price tag, there is one particular 1972 coin that has caught the attention of collectors around the world. A specimen of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, which was produced with 40% silver and in pristine, mint-state condition, recently fetched an eye-popping sum at auction. This coin, due to its rarity and exceptional quality, was sold for a staggering $116,000. Yes, that's $116,000. This incredible price proves just how valuable these coins can become when they are in exceptional condition or possess unique characteristics. It also highlights the growing interest in rare U.S. coins, which continues to attract collectors and investors from around the globe. If you have a 1972 Eisenhower dollar in your collection, it could very well be worth more than you think, especially if it's in mint condition and has the right characteristics. As a collector, knowing the specifics of what makes a coin valuable is key. With the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, it's not just about the year or the overall design. It's the condition, the composition, and the rare variations that can make all the difference. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just getting started, understanding these factors is crucial when evaluating the potential worth of a coin like the 1972 Eisenhower dollar. In conclusion, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is more than just a piece of currency. It's a window into a pivotal moment in American history, a symbol of national pride, and, for the right collector, a valuable investment. Whether you're drawn to the coin for its historical significance or its potential value in the world of numismatics, this coin offers something for everyone. And if you happen to find a 1972 Eisenhower dollar that is in exceptional condition and features one of the rarer varieties, you could be holding a piece of American history worth as much as $116,000. Yes, $116,000. Top 3. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures, each one telling a story about its era and the people who created it. Among these treasures, the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin stands out as a fascinating piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone interested in learning more about rare coins, this particular coin is one you should definitely know about. In today's video, we're going to dive into the story of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar, exploring its design, significance, and how much it could be worth if you're lucky enough to own one in exceptional condition. The Eisenhower $1 coin was introduced in 1971, designed to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, and his significant role in shaping the post-World War II era. But more than just a tribute to a leader, the coin was also a way to celebrate one of the greatest achievements of the time, the successful Apollo 11 mission, which saw astronauts land on the moon for the first time in 1969. This connection to space exploration is reflected on the reverse side of the coin, which features an eagle landing on the moon, a powerful symbol of America's victory in the space race. Fast forward to 1974, and the Eisenhower dollar was still in circulation. By this time, the coin had become a staple in American currency, but it also stood out for its large size and distinctive design. On the obverse side of the 1974 coin, we see the familiar image of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, captured in a portrait created by sculptor Frank Gasparo. This image of the 34th president was meant to serve as a reminder of his leadership and the nation's proud history. However, the real intrigue lies in the reverse design. The eagle landing on the moon, designed by Gasparo as well, is a representation of the country's historic success in space exploration. This particular design not only adds a unique element to the coin but also creates a visual connection between the coin and the American people's achievements in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The eagle symbolizes strength, while the moon landing signifies America's ambition to conquer the unknown. While the 1974 Eisenhower dollar might not have the same immediate historical or cultural significance as the Apollo 11 mission coins, it still holds great value in the world of collectors. The 1974 coin, like its predecessors, was minted in both a copper-nickel version and a 40% silver version. The silver version, as you might imagine, is much rarer and far more valuable. The copper-nickel coins are more common and don't command the same premium, but they still hold value, especially when found in excellent condition. What makes the 1974 Eisenhower dollar even more interesting is the fact that it was produced in various types. Just like with other years in the Eisenhower dollar series, there are slight variations in the design details, particularly on the reverse side of the coin. For example, the 1974 coin was produced with both a Type 1 and Type 2 reverse. The Type 1 reverse has a slightly more pronounced design, while the Type 2 version has a more refined and detailed eagle. These subtle differences can have a significant impact on the coin's value. Collectors are often willing to pay a premium for the rarer variations, particularly when they are in mint condition. Speaking of condition, the state of preservation plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin, including the 1974 Eisenhower dollar. Coins that are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition are worth far more than those that have been worn down through years of circulation. A coin that has been carefully stored and kept free from scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections is going to command a much higher price on the market. The demand for these high-quality coins has led to some truly remarkable prices at auctions and among private buyers. Now, let's talk about the real treasure, the highest value a 1974 Eisenhower dollar can fetch. While the standard copper-nickel versions of the coin might only be worth a few dollars in average condition, there's one particular 1974 Eisenhower dollar that has captured the attention of collectors. This coin, which is in impeccable condition and features the rare Type 2 reverse, has sold for an incredible $102,000. Yes, that's $102,000. This high price is not just a reflection of its rarity but also the growing interest in coins from this era, especially those that tie into significant moments in American history. So, what makes a 1974 Eisenhower dollar worth such a large sum? It's a combination of factors. First, the coin must be in pristine condition. A coin that is uncirculated and shows no signs of wear is much more valuable. Second, the rare Type 2 reverse design makes the coin even more desirable. The more refined details on the reverse side give the coin a unique characteristic that sets it apart from the more common Type 1 reverse. Finally, the 40% silver version of the coin is naturally rarer than its copper-nickel counterpart. which increases its value significantly. If you're lucky enough to have a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in your collection, you might want to take a closer look at its condition and the specific details of the reverse design. You might be holding on to a piece of history that could be worth far more than you initially thought. Whether you plan to sell it, keep it in your collection, or simply admire its design and historical significance, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a coin that deserves attention. In conclusion, the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a reminder of a time when America was pushing the boundaries of space exploration and a tribute to a great president. Its design, history, and variations make it a fascinating coin for collectors and investors alike. And if you happen to have a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in exceptional condition with the rare Type 2 reverse, you might just have a coin worth $102,000. Yes, that's $102,000. So, the next time you come across one of these coins, you might want to think twice before letting it slip through your fingers.